Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned in to Three Questions and a Song, episode number 47. With me tonight is Cletus from Cletus the Pirate, it says, from Skies of Terra. Now I have to ask a bonus question. The pirate?
Okay, so there's a little thing about that. It was my screen name on AIM back in the day, and I've literally been going with Cletus the Pirate as like a little thing, but you know,
You made me think of mine. Mine was Boss K-Land.
Lost K-Lane. Nice.
So I used to be the manager at Kittyland at Kennywood. So
Okay,
Boss K-Land.
right.
Yeah, that one wouldn't play so well anymore.
Yeah, really on that.
But all right, so this is the podcast where the title basically explains exactly what we're going to do. 3 questions, a song, a little bit of extra stuff, but that's what you really need to know about. So without wasting too much time, we're going to get right into the questions, if that's okay with you.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, so what is the significance of the number 12? You released your latest single on December 12th at 12:12 a.m. and I know you told me that it meant something to you. So what is it?
Okay, so it's really funny. In the year 2012, I was hanging out with one of my friends who I started hanging out with. Name's Jordan, and he played bass on the live stream on Lunar, and he's one of my best friends in the world. And we had this like weird thing where we were seeing the number 12 everywhere in the year 2012, and it was just like a really funny thing. My address was 1212, and I didn't even realize that till like halfway into the year. So I'm like, oh man, and like the house is like, it's my mom's house. It was the yellow house that is referred to on Lunar. So, everything is all symbolic about it. But I mean, the number 12 is kind of important to me. My son was born in the year 2012, in October. Um, that's when I actually started writing music for this project, Skies of Terra. Um, and it just, I don't know, it just sort of stuck with me. So every time I see like 1212 anywhere, I just sort of like look at it as like sort of a guiding sign, so it's my
Cool.
thing. That's all.
This next question, you might want to plead the fifth on, but what is the most trouble that you and your band have gotten into or caused together?
Okay. So after we came out with Lunar, we came out with 2 episodes on YouTube. And there was this Skies of Terra episode 1. And I'm not going to go into great detail. I feel like certain people who are going to watch this will know what I'm talking about, but somebody made a comment about something about somebody, and then by the next morning when I woke up for work, I was like bombarded with messages about the video, and I was like, all right, we got to change that part. Like, let's take it out. So it was just sort of a dumb situation that we kind of put ourselves into. It was real dumb, but it's past us now. That's about it, though. Luckily.
Hey, so we're at the point now where I want you to talk a little bit about the song "Worlds Collide." Is it "Worlds Collide When the Party Is Over"? Is that a subtitle, or
It's like the subtitle, I guess. Yeah.
because
The
I
party.
think I read somewhere where the EP is going to be titled "When the Party Is Over." Did I catch that correctly?
Yeah, the EP is going to be titled "The Party Is Over."
Okay.
Um, there's like a couple things about that, I guess. First of all, when I came out with Skies of Terra, I came out with an instrumental EP, which is on Bandcamp, and I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube in some places. And it's just small instrumental stuff. It was like really cruddily done, but that was called the Going Away Party EP. So Justin brought up the idea of um, titling our EP "The Party Is Over." sort of kind of like a transition into a new skies of Terra, so to speak. So this is sort of like a definitive EP for us because we're really working together on this new material. Where Lunar was me bringing these instrumentals and these concepts to the guys, and they like peppered in some stuff and did the vocals. And this is more of like a collaborative effort. The meaning behind this song, however, it kind of goes with 2020, like how everything changed for everybody real suddenly.
Yes, it did.
You know, we cannot deny how crazy like this whole year's been for everybody. You know, it so for anybody that's listened to the song, you know, you listen to like the lyrics and it goes like, "Do you feel the ground is shaking underneath us? Well, I hope this isn't the end." Like it's like people find themselves not ready for a certain scenario that hits economically. Like we may talk about it a couple times, but I feel like we're never truly ready for something that drastic, you know?
Hmm.
Um, but it kind of goes like multifaceted. It's like about like party scenes are changing, how we meet people is different. Um, Politics, you know what I mean? Like how a lot of people are not buying a lot of the stuff that's going on. Um, Alcohol and addiction, even, you know, it sort of glorifying toxic social idiosyncrasies, basically, you know. And now we're sort of in this point where um, meeting up with people and parties and big scenes, it's like kind of taboo because of COVID. And not only that, but you know, mental health and awareness can kind of come into play because a lot of the party scenes can end up toxic for people who aren't actually ready for them.
Hmm.
So the music video is kind of like misled in a sense. I saw like one of the comments, like someone was like, what's the meaning of the video? Is it like drug abuse or alcohol abuse?" And there's like a certain translation that's missed in that, but we're once we have like the rest of the music out, it will sort of play into this concept of relationships are different, politics are different, um, life changes when big things happen suddenly. Like you know, technically, like the party's over. Like it's time to get serious about certain things. So, kind of what the song is really about.
Now, I do have to ask about the video. It was almost like there was a house party going on. Who
Yes.
whose house were you at? Like who
Okay.
signed on and said, "Yeah, come on in"?
Okay. So, in the video makes it seem like we had this huge house party and it was all this stuff, but really it was just like a couple of us. Like we had the performance scenes in Chris's basement, and then later on we had who you literally see by the end of the video, like whoever was in the front row was literally all that was there. And we had like lights and stuff, but it kind of comes off as like a tiny little venue, you know, or this big house party. But we shot it in a certain way. There was like less than 15 of us or something. And we just sort of had fun with certain shooting some stuff. We had a scene where we had like regular music playing and everyone was just like kind of talking to each other and hanging out. It was a 12-hour day for us and we just wanted to have a visual. We never shot a rock music video. So it was interesting for us as the band and you know, I have my company Last of a Dying Breed who were doing music videos and photo shoots and merch and we're trying to get into a lot of different stuff. So this is not just a testament to what Skies of Terra is trying to bring to the table, but um, Last of a Dying Breed. Um, but yeah,
And,
the house party was at Chris's basement. It was actually really tiny in there.
um, you guys are working with Brutal Entertainment now, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, is that both as the band and as Last of a Dying Breed?
Um, the band is signed officially as of Saturday under Brutal Business Entertainment. And LDB We work sort of like as in-house services with them. Like we offer, like music videos, photo shoots, um, certain things like that, uh, alongside the bands. So like, we're working with the company to help bring more content online on the YouTube pages, on the social medias and everything. So it's been kind of busy in that aspect, getting established and also trying to fill a somewhat big role. So it's been fun though. I love it.
That means that you and I have similar side jobs that we're working on.
Yes, sounds good. Yeah, I love it.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a moment and we're going to listen to Worlds Collide when the party is over. And then we will come back with Cletus for a couple more questions, a little bit of more information. For those of you that are watching live, you're not actually going to get to hear the song because Facebook would mute the video, and what's the point in that? So to hear the actual song, you'll be able to go to the show notes on buildthescene.com for this episode, and the video will actually be embedded there as well. So you'll be able to watch the video, listen to the episode and the song. But with that said, I'm going to pretend like we just heard the song. We're going to come back into the show.
Sweet. Party's over. Yeah.
So that was Worlds Collide when the party is over, from Skies of Terra, released on the 12th. So just a few days ago. You can find that at Bandcamp for sure. Where else can they find it?
It's weird. It should be on streaming services by the time this is like online. Um, you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Google Music, Amazon, all of the streaming places that we're on. It should be up by hopefully like midweek. Um, Obviously it's on YouTube with the music video. Uh, but yeah, we'll make sure that people know where it's out.
It's the Bandcamp address. If you're looking at the video, is right there below me. Skiesofterra.bandcamp.com. Cletus is pointing to buildthescene.com. I'll take it.
Somewhere in those places.
It's nearly impossible. Go ahead and try and point to yours. I bet you can't do it.
Is it over there?
Nope. Yes.
Yeah, right there. Awesome.
Yeah.
Go there.
All right. So normally at this point, I would have the guest from the last episode ask you the third question, but you're kind of filling in and saving the day for me. So the last band, when we recorded, asked a question that was specifically to who was supposed to be on this episode. So I came up with a question based on Craig Ferry's article on First Angel Media. It was put out a couple days ago. Basically, what he did was he saw an advent calendar, and it made him start thinking. And I'm really taking the the concept and compressing it, but
Right.
he started thinking, and he came up with an idea of making a Spotify playlist based on songs that mean things to you, like songs that you equate to something that happened in your life. So I sat down last night and I made my own list, and I'll link that in the show notes. That'll surprise a lot of you, probably. There's some signed bands in there. There's some unsigned bands in there. There's metal. There's rock. There's country. There's hip hop. There's some really old stuff like Johnny Horton is in there.
Very eclectic over here. I see.
But the question though is, if you were creating one of the Spotify playlists, and this is the reason you got the questions ahead of time. Usually I don't give them ahead of time.
Right. I lucked out.
What's one song that has a lot of meaning for you, and can you tell us about it?
Now, is this like a Skies of Terra song or like any song?
You could do it either way, or you could do it both ways if you want.
Okay. Well, let's see. If we're talking like any song, a really important song to me, I would throw on there would have to be Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. a
Do you mind
classic.
if Do you mind if I ask what, like, is there a specific thing that you think of when it comes on, or
It's
is it
like
just
it's like all like epic, you know. It's like the epic buildups. It's all righteous, you know. Um, this it has the great lyrics, the song meanings, and you know. So I don't know. It's an overall song that I would definitely throw on. Like you must listen to this. So um, yeah.
is there a Skies of Terra song you want to throw on there too?
If it were to be a Skies of Terra song, I would have to say the live stream.
And
Uh,
why that one specifically?
I guess I would say because it's more on a positive note. Um, that song sort of like talks about like, hey, you know, everything's gonna be all right. So I'm more of like a positivity kind of guy. You know, I vent in certain angry ways, but uh, everybody needs like a dose of positivity and like a little bit of a hey bud, it's gonna be all right, okay? So I'd probably throw that one on there, minus the little bit at the end that Justin does with the voices. For anybody that listens to that song, just don't play the end part of it. It's like that secret track, so just skip that part.
So as you're moving in your seat, I noticed you have some jerseys. Are those actual jerseys on the wall behind you?
I believe so. I'm at my boy John's house right now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is you know,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
yeah, he knows how to do it.
So Yarmir Yager, which is over your left shoulder there, number 68. I met him when I was like 13 and he was 18.
Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah, it was his rookie season and I was in eighth grade.
No shit, man.
But
Man.
all right, so before I forget, because I am going to talk to you a little bit more, but I had you um, check out the band Days to Come and asked you to prepare a question for them for next episode. So, what would you like to ask them about?
Okay, so you know, I was looking at these guys. They sound really good. I was kind of stuck on some questions, but um, one of the questions I was gonna say was since they're it seems like they're Flyleaf fans. Um, out of all their albums, which would they collectively say is an important Flyleaf album to listen to?
I like it. I couldn't name a single Flyleaf album, so I'll have
I
to
love
take the word
Flyleaf.
for it.
I love Flyleaf personally, so when I saw that they were in like their influences, I was like, awesome.
Cool. All right, so I know there's some backing tracks in there. Are you guys looking for someone to replace the tracks, or are you settled in with that? Because we've discussed that on Pennsylvania Rock Show too at one point.
Yeah. Um, you know, when we started this band, we kind of were just jumping in. You know, we had the album, we were just trying to make some music to rock to. And now going in, there was more thought process in the layers. But we're a backing track band. Um, we're okay with being that right now. But in the future, I mean, it'd be nice if we could, if we rock with like a drummer and a bassist and a keyboardist to sort of round out everything. Because worlds collide, much like some of the songs on Lunar have different elements to them. Like this one had strings and pianos. Um, we put more thought into this, so I don't know. We're still in the search of these things, but as of now, we're worried more about building Skies of Terra as um, like an art piece, really. So
Cool.
we're just kind of riding that concept.
Hey, Cletus, we're at the end. We made it through the three questions. Um, is there anything you want to say as we ride off into the night to your fans?
Um, all I want to say is I want to thank everyone that was a part of the music video. Um, Everybody was such a champion during that whole process. It was great. Um, I want to say thanks to everybody in Brutal Business, First Angel Media, my band members for being awesome. And to check out Skies of Terra, our new song. If you love it, then just play it again and again and tell your friends. And
On that note, it can be requested at buildascene.com too on the radio station. So
want to do that, guys. All of you.
All right. Well, this has been episode number 47 of 3 Questions and a Song. With me tonight was Clides from Skies of Terra, who you can find at skiesofterra.bandcamp.com. You can find them at Facebook. I don't remember that address off the top of my head, but I bet if you type in Skies of Terra, you will find them.
You will definitely find us. Yeah, if you Google Skies of Terra, you will just basically find just our stuff.
So with that said, enjoy the rest of your night, and we will catch you on the next episode. And don't forget to check us out each and every Friday on the Pennsylvania Rock Show. Both of those shows can be found at buildascene.com.
Take it easy.